how to develop the willpower. So, of course, this is something very amazing and it's something very important in your life. Uh, the biggest weakness people have is they set goals and resolutions, especially, and over 90% or 95%, 97, probably 99.9% cannot keep, you know, uh, their goals, keep to the goals and keep to their resolutions. And within a very short while, they drop off it. And this is also a source of power when you have a method to develop it. And meditation is an amazing tool to do that. And there's a way how to do it easier. And I'll be discussing it in this video today. I would like to ask you a great favor. If you like the contents of my video, please don't forget to also press like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if I can ask you an even greater favor to drop a comment, because I would like to hear from you, and share this with a friend or your favorite social media channels. That will very greatly help my channel to be able to reach out to more people. And for those of you who don't know me, I am Osman, hashtag the blind Muslim yogi. I'm a bioenergy healer on a master level with telepathic healing capabilities, um, specializing in critical care recovery and terminal illnesses, and with a host of other physiological, psychological, and even um, spiritual ailments. Amazing offer I have is a 10-minute anxiety fix for just $5, cheaper than the price of a Starbucks coffee, delivered to you instantly, telepathically, anywhere globally, and pay only after you are satisfied, or pay only after it works. And this goes for all my protocols. For contact information, please visit my website, yogawellness786.com, where you can get more information about my services as well. And I'm also an advanced level yoga and meditation teacher, having been practicing this art form for almost 50 years and teaching for 44 years. But in that period, I've had the great opportunity to study under various amazing masters from different schools of thought, from different cultures, and across the globe, from the Far East, the Middle East, the West, including the scientific communities. And what I've basically done is, over the period, I've created my own unique protocols from all the knowledge that I've gathered, but adapted them for the 21st century, making them easier, quicker, faster, more time efficient, and results oriented. That end, I now have students in over 100 countries, and my favorite protocol is my 5-minute yoga and meditation program, um, um, which you can download for free by visiting my website, yogawellness786.com, and where you can also get more information about my services. Please also remember that my therapies are all natural based and not a replacement for medical treatment. So, um, to develop the willpower is not possible to do it consciously without, meditation. By sitting in meditation and knowing what to do in meditation, you can very easily develop the willpower um, over a period of time. But consciously and consistently, it will develop, and you will notice that things are becoming more harmonious and more balanced, and you're becoming more in tune with the subtle or the nuanced way in which things operate. You get a sense of when your opportunity, when you should strike, what you should do, and how to adjust yourself, and getting feedback from your choices. And to physically do that in meditation, if you're sitting, the most common way of meditating, of course, there's thousands of ways to meditate, is to focus on your breath. This has been the most scientifically proven method. And of course, that's not the way that I use. I was, of course, taught the old-fashioned way, and I'm sticking to it with my. And basically, I, meditate with my eyes half closed, and I generally drop my eyes and just try to bring it slowly to a point here, almost like looking to the tip of the nose, but not without straining the eye, right? Not to strain, because a lot of people want to actually physically look at you can't see the tip of the nose. No matter how hard you try, you're not going to be able to see it, right? But it's a relaxation point, and maybe because I'm so used to it, I just look there and instantly I feel relaxed, right? I look there, I instantly feel relaxed. But you can just close your eyes and focus on your breathing, or observe your breathing, right? But try to focus in the center of the point between the eyebrows, slightly above. You'll find like a hollow in your forehead, in this region, in that region there, right? And I've had a lot of new students when I told them to sit and meditate and start with just 2 minutes a day, um, that start to feel like a pulling sensation within 2 to 3 days, within a few days. You start to feel it just by totally relaxing and focusing your mind's eye there, but your attention on your breath, right? Trying to do the same thing. Oh, try not to make things complicated, make things simple. Just focus here, right? So that's the center of your will, and you can develop your willpower by doing that. Now, what will be very helpful is if you combine your hatha yoga practices and your breathwork practices. This will help and improve your meditation. So I normally advise students, and in all my yoga classes, we normally practice the yoga, hatha yoga, and then immediately after our yoga session, immediately we sit down for meditation. And it is so much easier to meditate after you've practiced a few yoga postures. And if you download my free yoga and meditation program, those yoga postures, there's only 3 postures that are selected, are very intelligently and thoughtfully selected after reflecting decades and decades of experience, and together with feedback from students and experience what is the most effective. You'll notice there's like a lower forward bending, 2 forward bending exercises, where there's a flex in the firstly the lower back, and then the upper back, and then a backward bending. So you're making the spine flexible forwards and backwards, right? In just the 3 postures, and maximum flex in the forward bending, the lower back, and maximum flex in the in the neck region, which actually soothes the vagus nerve, specifically that posture in the plow posture in the video. And you can do it in the comfort of your bed, right? And it's just going to take you 3 minutes to do those 3 postures, and then you sit to meditate. And start meditating just 2 minutes. I mean, this is 5 minutes a day. Who doesn't have? And then slowly the 2 minutes will on its own develop, right? You'll find that you want to be a little, you're feeling good, you're feeling amazing, and you want to sit a little bit longer and let it grow like a seed, like a flower opening, like a little bud that's opening up, and let it grow with you. And then some days you can't meditate so long, and some days you can meditate a bit better. But what brings you centered is the postures, right? And consistently practicing some form of breath work, especially according to, I think it's Professor Dan Ferrer of the university. I could be wrong, but there is a professor in the University of California currently who is a foremost scientist in the study of breath work scientifically. And he found that box breathing, if you do box breathing, it's amazing, right? So you can Google what's box breathing, and doing it 30 minutes a day, scientifically proven, that has tremendous improvement in your health markers as well as your longevity, increasing your longevity by up to 30%. Do you know what is that up to 30%? That is like if you average age according to science currently is around 80, right? And 30% is of that is 24 years, right? Let's say 25 years, you're going to live 100 plus, right? Of course, there's a lot of other factors, to add, and depending on your lifestyle, your habits, and so forth. But generally speaking, right, you live a moderate, diet, and just add box breathing 30 minutes a day, up to 30 minutes a day, right? So, from the breathwork perspective, this is the minimum that you should be doing in breathwork, right? 30 minutes a day. And breathwork actually is something that if you learn it the correct method, and the box method is the method that is, I believe, right, in my opinion, that I use as the most amazing tool to developing pranayama, right? So, breathwork is not pranayama. Breathwork is doing breathwork. Pranayama is when you can activate your life force energy, from dormant level, your kundalini energy, activate it and then raise it up and down, your spine with each breath, right? So you raise it and you drop it. When you breathe in, you push. When you hold your breath, you push your breath, and it shoots the kundalini up into the top of your head. And then when you breathe out, it lowers it back down, right, to the base of. That is actually pranayama. So I mean, let's not go into too much detail in it. Just standard any type of breath work that you prefer, include it, and even at least 5 minutes, a day is going to greatly improve your progress of your meditation. So don't try to, expect things to happen snap, today. But from a 5 minute yoga and meditation program, the first day you should feel a difference, right? Because the three postures, just 3 minutes, you can increase your meditation and still keep to the posture just 3 minutes. This balance and centers your mind, makes your meditation more effective, right? And then as you're developing it, your creativity starts improving. You'll notice that your thinking becomes more smoother and more streamlined. And of course, developing it to higher and higher levels incrementally, there is like almost an endless number of levels that you can improve. And then you find you're becoming more and more focused, more and more purposeful, and your results starts to become more and more powerful, and you are able to engage long-term plans and develop amazing foundations for success, right? So if I reflect on my successes, from a very young age, I started to become mindful and attain very high levels of success just by increasing and improving my willpower. And another thing is, meditation may also be something that is very difficult in the beginning, to focus on. But if you then try to focus on your yoga postures and develop from the 3 postures to 7 postures, which is from the starting from the 3 as a basic. Develop what is easy for you, right? And that's, don't make it complicated. What you can, there's like hundreds of postures, right? And from it you can have your 7, then your 9 or 8 postures, but don't do more than 7 to 10 postures. Try not to do more than about 45 minutes of yoga postures in a day. Of course, I mean, if you want to go a bit longer, no problem. Why I say 45 minutes, leave that 15 minutes as a gap for meditation, cooling down, calmness, sitting after your yoga postures. Don't just wake up and sit for a few minutes and slowly grow. You feel like you want to sit a little longer and longer. So the secret to developing meditation, I believe, is hatha yoga, or the yoga postures, because the yoga postures is amazing, is easy to do, and as you keep practicing it on a daily basis, your flexibility improves, you feel lighter, you feel amazing, and your focus and you're centered, you become more centered, and you can create better plans, and you see you're following through with your plans, and you are able to control your mind and direct your mind to that which you want it. So your mind no longer becomes the boss, you become the boss of your mind. The mind is an amazing, powerful tool, but everyone's lost control of the mind. The mind is just doing whatever it wants to. You are living by sheer, by sheer whimsical nature of your mind. Your mind craves for this, and you're just following what it craves. You want to, you're feeling, you don't feel like doing anything, you don't do anything. Say, I don't feel like it anymore, and things. It's important for you, I mean, to be successful. You have to do things that you don't, to be in a disciplined set of habits. You need willpower. Willpower means you must direct yourself. You have to do 1 2 3 4 5. If you get out of bed, you have to get up at this time, and you have to do this on a consistent basis every day. Get up at this time and go to bed at a certain time as well, not staying awake 24/7 and so forth. So this is an amazing tool, the willpower, focusing here. But the foundation of it is hatha yoga, and what boosts everything is your practice of your breath work. And if you can learn box breathing and do that 30 minutes a day, you will notice incrementally, if you look at yourself every 90 days, the progress that you are making. You will be making incremental, powerful levels of progress. And if you notice your wins every year, year by year, you'll notice yourself progressing. This year, whatever I achieved this year, whatever I achieved this year, every year that goes past, say, okay, what have I achieved? What are the positive things? So you notice you're going forward. You're not going in a circle and the same mistakes, same things over and over, but you start to move upward and move ahead. So I hope that information helps you. I'm trying to simplify this, information for you, so that it's something practical that you could follow. And that's why I created these amazing programs, like the 5-minute yoga and meditation program, and to help you to get ahead in life, and try to be patient and allow this to develop. I promise you, if you start the yoga meditation practice in your life, right, and make it a part of your life and slowly grow it, to a minimum of 20 30 minutes a day. If you do just 20 minutes of mindfulness practice, for example, 5 years from now, it is not possible that you're not going to be in a place ahead that is, you're going to even yourself feel it's so amazing, right? And I always tell myself this thing, that even myself, when I reflect back, like 5 years ago and to where I am now, it's like so amazing. Despite in the last 2.5 years, I lost my eyesight, and I started 5 years ago, right? Almost 6 years ago, my intention to focus on my passion, my lifelong passion of, yoga, meditation, and energy healing, nutrition, has been my passion all my life from childhood, and to make it a full-time business of mine. And despite the advent of COVID in the interim, and losing my eyesight, I stuck to my plan, and I came so far despite all the challenges. You must know, I'm doing everything alone. Even these videos I'm creating, I don't have anyone to help me to record my videos and so forth. I'm doing everything myself, right? So this is because I'm practicing yoga, meditation, for a long time. But the secret of my practice, the foundation of my practice, I would say, is the hatha yoga practice. And meditation came much later, in my adult life, in my 30s actually, when I started to focus on it more, and to gain traction in that. But before that, my main, and till today, I mean, even today I was practicing. I don't neglect my hatha yoga practice, and when I neglect it, I feel something missing, right? And I believe that's the secret, the foundational secret to developing an amazing willpower and achieving all your goals. And one thing I know is that in my life till today, whatever goal I set, I always achieved it. And because I kept focusing on it, some goals took me 6 years, some goals took me 9 years, some goals took me 13 years, to achieve. Some goals took me 30 years to achieve. Some goal took me 40 years, and recently a goal that took 50 years, right, for me to achieve, right? And I say, oh, wow, I finally, achieve, because I don't let go. It's either I'm going to achieve my goal or die trying, right? So I stay focused and I keep it. I know what I want to achieve. And of course, I prioritize the smaller, the more important one. Of course, the very important, especially the financial goals, and career goals, and, developing my career, in my business, or developing my business has been very challenging. To be self-employed is very challenging, and I attained successes that I couldn't believe that I attained. And when I attained certain levels, and I I never imagined that I would attain such a level. I went beyond my expectations, right? So I hope you also achieve success. And remember, it takes time, it takes commitment, and nothing very difficult. You don't have to go into, a difficult 10 hours a day meditation, or 3 hours, or 2 hours a day, or, start with just 5 minutes, and no more than 20 to 30 minutes a day eventually, right? With time and practice. Let's say keep it to 20 minutes, right? Practically 20 minutes is life changing. So I hope that information helps you. Take care of yourself always.